Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So before we start, you first want to understand that you have the correct destiny or expression number. So on the screen here is a way to calculate this. You want to use the chart at the top of the screen and use this to break down all of the vowels and consonants within your entire birth name. So the way to do this is to take your first name and to add up all of the vowels and consonants until you get to a single digit or a master number of 11, 22, or 33. You want to do the same with your middle name and your last name and take the values of your first, middle, and last name and add them together until you get to a single digit or again a master number. So if you arrived at a 6 or a 33, then this video is for you. And the 6 is ruled over by Venus. So this is a very loving, very harmonious energy. The 6 is falling in a trio of numbers of the 3, 6, and 9. And we talked about in a previous video how the 9 was all about wanting to serve humanity, all about wanting to do a humanitarian cause. The 3 is also a very nurturing, very caring number, very expressive, but that was more about sharing your story, sharing your experience, sharing your creative talent with others. Whereas the 6 is about nurturing, it is about caretaking, it is a very parental energy. We'll talk more about that as we go through the video. The 33 is a master number, which is also a 6 energy that is about nurturing and caring for other people. But as a master number, it is about this connection between the physical and the spiritual. So this is operating on a higher octave. So the 33 is about nurturing and caretaking on a larger scale. So let's talk about some of the variations of the 6. Starting off with a 6 or a 60. This is going to give you a pure 6 energy. So this makes you a nurturer, a caretaker. You love peace, you love harmony, you love togetherness. This is definitely an energy where you are all about taking care of others, making sure that others feel nurtured, feel supported. If we look at the 15 or the 51, this is going to give you a little bit of a different energy. You still are a 6 at the base where you are about nurturing and caring for other people. But as a 15 or 51, this is demanding that you are more so innovative, taking risks, taking the lead, using your inspiration, your creativity to put forth new ideas, a new vision, a new direction with this 1-5 energy. Also with the 5 in there, you can be an excellent communicator. You can be really skilled and talented with words, with your verbal skills. So this can help you also in working in a team and working with others. So let's talk about the 24 or the 42 energy, which again is going to give you a 6 at its base. So you are a caretaker, you are a nurturer, you want to make sure that others are provided for. But with the 2 energy, you especially are very diplomatic, very much about creating a sense of harmony and diplomacy. So you are excellent when it comes to communicating and bringing people together, working in groups and teams. The 4 energy, though, demands that you have a sense of structure in everything that you do. So that 4 energy is going to make you very disciplined, very responsible, very much organized and on task. You have a plan for everything. You're very meticulous in the way that you approach everything in your life. So this definitely is going to help you with this teamwork, with providing a solid foundation for your team. So let's talk some more about the 6 or the 33 as an expression number. So what is the expression or destiny number? It is all about the traits, the talents that you possess. It is the skills that you have. So this is really looking at the strengths and weaknesses that you have and really using it to your advantage. Now we talked about in previous videos about how the life path was about your life direction, about the lessons and experiences that you will go through and how that matures and grows you into the person who you become. We also talked about the soul urge number, about how that is what drives you, what gives you purpose, passion. So that is your motivation. So you want to combine this expression number with your soul urge number and your life path number to make sure that you are understanding how to apply this expression number. So as I've said, the 6 is ruled over by Venus. So this is definitely going to make you very loving, very harmonious. You love to care for others. You have this parental nature about you, and this tends to come very early in life. You are someone who grows up very quickly. You have an old soul energy about you. So definitely with this 6 energy, you are highly responsible, extremely dedicated, loyal. You want to make sure that other people feel secure and safe with this energy. Now, on the downside, as a 6, you have a tendency to put other people's needs before your own. So this can drain your energy. You want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. This 6 energy is all about love as it is ruled by Venus, but sometimes you have a tendency to just focus on loving other people, but you want to make sure that you're able to take care of your own needs as well. 6s tend to have a huge love for children, making sure that children have what they need, that they're cared for. You could somehow be involved with education. You could be a teacher with this 6 energy. 6s also can care about the elderly, making sure that they're taken care of, that they have everything that they need. In general, the 6 has a huge love for humanity, wants to make sure that the community is taken care of, wants to make sure that everyone has the resources, has the love and care and nurturing that they need in life. So you're a very harmonious number if you have this expression number 6. You're very focused on the improvement and welfare of society. And again, this is especially true if you have the master number 33, that you're all about doing this on a grand scale, that you're all about social reform, you're all about big political movements, about building schools, setting up systems within the community that can help people. But in general, the 6 energy is very much about community, is about making sure that other people have what they need. And as a 6, you can also be a homebody. You love your home. You want to make sure that your home is a comfortable place. And your home can become a very social place for you as well. You might be someone who doesn't like to go out as much, but you love to invite people into your home. You love to cook for people. You love to really set up a space that makes other people feel comfortable. As a 6, you're really good at hospitality. You're good at understanding the needs of others. You make a really good listener. You're very observant. You want to make sure that you can take care of others. So you spend a lot of time really listening, observing, getting to know people, understanding what their needs are, understanding what makes them feel comfortable. 6s, just like the 3 and the 9, which also falls in this trio of numbers, is highly creative as well. For some of you, creativity can be an escape for you, but you can also make a career out of it. So you can be talented in any of the arts, any kind of performing arts or skills in design. You're a very creative person. Typically, people look to you for help also, and you're always ready to help others. You're always there to support others. And again, you want to make sure that you're able to balance this so that it doesn't drain your energies. Sometimes when you start to give a lot to other people, you can feel underappreciated. You can feel like other people are taking you for granted. And this can bring in tendencies towards becoming a martyr or becoming a victim. So you want to be very careful about this, making sure that you have the correct boundaries to take care of yourself. Again, you tend to mature very early in life. So you are very intelligent. You are wise beyond your years. And oftentimes you have a lot of knowledge that other people don't understand how you have this knowledge at such a young age. And again, this especially is true for the 33, that you will have some kind of intuitive wisdom. You just know things. But in general, as a 6, you have a high level of intelligence. You are very wise. You start to learn from a very young age. And you continue to want to learn and grow in your studies. You can be someone who wants to go back to school or who wants to continue to take courses so that you learn in a variety of areas. You always want to be prepared and ready to take care of others in a multitude of ways. So you are very much about learning, about growing, and about being someone who is able to support other people. Sometimes as a 6, you also can be very agreeable. So again, this is where the boundaries comes in, where you need to be able to take care of yourself and not allow other people to walk all over you. So definitely as a 6, there's a need to say no to things that are not for you. Along with this, you can tend to be a meddler where you want to get involved and to help other people, even if people aren't necessarily looking for you to help them. So definitely you want to make sure that you're asking for permission before just jumping into other people's lives. You want to understand when is the right time to step in and when is it time to take a step back. As a 6, you are a perfectionist. You like to fix situations. Again, you want to be careful that you're not fixing other people. And this can play out in your relationships where sometimes sometimes you can get into relationships that are really toxic and draining for you, but you can have a tendency to not realize that it's time for you to leave that relationship. You have a tendency to try to fix the person or fix the relationship. Definitely there's a need to take that step back and to make sure that you're on the same wavelength as your partner, to really communicate, to really come to a space of balance, and to know when it is time to take a step back from that relationship. You're a natural peacemaker. You always want to create a sense of diplomacy, of harmony in all situations. So again, you can have a tendency to really get involved in other people's lives and to take on situations for yourself. You're very generous. You can be involved with charity, with different organizations. You can volunteer as a six. You can be very much involved with your community. Sixes also have a tendency to have some doubts or worries in their mind. So it's important to always have a positive outlook on life. Sometimes you can set yourself up for failure by actually getting in your head and doubting situations. You can have a lot of potential to succeed, but you can hold yourself back. Sometimes you can miss opportunities by getting into this space of doubt and worry. So definitely you want to pay attention to your mindset to make sure that you're coming from a space that is positive so that you can continue to progress forward and to achieve. Your mood and the way that you behave in life also can have a huge influence based upon how you were raised and brought up in your environment. So sometimes as a six, you can have a very low self-esteem if you came from a very abusive and difficult situation. But if you came from a loving space, then you're going to be very confident, very much self-assured. So this definitely has a huge role. You have a huge connection with your home, with your domestic life, and with this idea of parenting and caring for others. This is at the root of who you are. Again, getting into the creative side of the six, because you love harmony, you love a sense of comfort and security, you also can have a great love for music, for movies, for entertainment. You love to really get into things that, again, get you into exploring that creative side. It becomes an escape for you. It becomes a space of harmony. There's something about music that is very healing for sixes. Also, because of your reliable nature, you tend to find yourself in situations where you take on roles of responsibility. You can be an excellent leader as a six. You can be put into situations where you are caring for others, where you are managing teams and groups. You're really good at bringing people together and to formulate a group situation that can complete a task. And if you are someone who's getting involved with business, you would really benefit from teamwork. This is a situation where you can work with others, where you can delegate, and from this, you tend to get a lot done. But again, if you are getting into a team situation, you want to make sure that you're taking care of your own needs and not just only sacrificing for the team. Sixes can also have a love of connection. So this can be a connection that you have with animals, with people, with plants, any living connection that you have. You love to have some kind of connection where you could take care of someone. So this can be seen with sixes, and this is something that you tend to do early on in life. You love to take on responsibilities and to nurture others. Sometimes when you are feeling depleted, you can have a tendency to continue to give or continue to seek love and attention through giving. And this can continue to deplete your energy. So definitely there is a need when you are feeling that you have given a lot to really take that step back and to have that time to yourself. There's a tendency again to seek some sort of attention and care through giving, but actually you need to give this to yourself. So really take that time out for yourself when you're at those low points. Sixes also are very transparent. You love to be honest and open with others, so there's definitely an authenticity about who you are. Sometimes, though, you can come across as too blunt in the way that you communicate. You can really be very forward in your communication and very honest. However, you also are not someone who likes to get into arguments. So you can find that you are coming off too strong to other people and getting into conflicts that you really didn't want to get into. So in this situation, you really want to, again, take a step back and to find a way for others to understand where you are coming from. Some careers that are related to expression number 6 is anything in the arts, anything in acting and singing, in public speaking, in designing, in dealing with gardening, landscaping, anything along the lines where you are doing something that is creative, something that is intricate, something that involves visual talent. You are very skilled in this area. Also, anything where you are caretaking, nursing, taking care of children, teaching, all of these professions where you are helping other people, a therapist, a psychologist, you are excellent in social work, again, helping out the community, dealing with group and team efforts in the community. You can be very skilled, again, in management and administration. You can be skilled at producing and putting together parties and gatherings. Very talented in the arts. So anything where you are decorating, organizing, designing, you're very skilled in this area. You make an excellent advisor. Anything where you are giving advice to other people, where you are advising people from behind the scenes, you're very skilled in these areas. Anything involved with education, working with students, giving students opportunities. You can be a foster care parent, you can be a guardian, you can be in cooking, in hotel industry, anything where you're making people feel comfortable, where you're being nurturing, where you are being hospitable. You can work in all of these industries. Anything with gardening, again, landscaping, dealing with plants, you can be very skilled with this as well. Anything in the beauty industry, fashion, skincare, anything where you are dealing with social rights, social justice, you can work as a judge, you can work in banking, insurance, you can be a receptionist, you can be any kind of alternative healer as well, a Reiki healer. Definitely, you can be any kind of consultant, trainer, anything where you are dealing with people one-on-one. And for the master number 33, there are also increased psychic abilities. So you can get into anything that is mystical, occult. Also, the number 3 is extremely creative. So this number especially can get you into the arts, acting, public speaking, performance, and you can be a great healer with this number. You can be very parental, very nurturing, and again, getting into these larger causes where you are contributing to the community.